Hello everybody, and welcome to the fourth part of my complete DVD and Blu-ray collection. So yes, this is finally the fourth part. It's taking me forever to do this. I'm sorry. But finally gonna finish off the Blu-rays today. Check out the first three parts of this collection. I'm thinking I'm gonna make a playlist for it, because it's going to be so many videos. So, yeah, I'll probably make a playlist for this, so go check out the playlist in my channel for the first three parts, where I did TV and the first half of the Blu-rays. So, I left off at my X-Men collection, and I actually forgot one Blu-ray that wasn't in the right spot last time I filmed, and that's the Wolverine. I have this movie as well. I'm not exactly sure where to put this in my collection. It's obviously going to go with the X-Men movies, but it was, I don't know when this movie was made. I think it was sometime around the beginning of this trilogy here with the First Class, or starting with First Class. But I'm going to put it actually at the end since it's W, and it's also a standalone kind of movie. So, anyway, I'm going to move this box set out of the way. We have the Matrix box set here that I showed you guys in the last one. I'm thinking about actually making a complete separate video for this, showing you everything that's inside, because it is a cool box set. But here we go. We got more Blu-rays here. And then if we have time, we're going to get to the first part of my DVDs, my movies that are on DVD, but we'll see if we get there. I'm definitely going to finish those up in the next video, but I don't have quite as much time today. So, let's get into this. So we just finished up comic book movies. Now we're moving into, like, sci-fi, fantasy, action-adventure kind of films. I'm really not sure exactly what kind of movies these are, but we have Avatar for the first one. First one here, and you can see I got that for $3.99 at Super Mega Replay. Great deal. I'm not a huge fan of this movie, but I think it's going to look... I haven't even watched it yet on Blu-ray, but I think it's going to look amazing on Blu-ray, so I picked it up. It's a nice-looking film, and it's kind of entertaining. I haven't watched it in years, but... yeah, it's not my favorite movie, but it's a good one to have in the collection. Then we have The Hunger Games. Again, not my favorite movie, but I thought I'd pick it up whenever I did. It's a decent movie. It's entertaining. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get the other Hunger Games films. Then we have, this one's kind of cool. We have Inception. And I'm still not sure if I've finished this, but this is a really cool lenticular slipcover. So yeah, Inception's a cool movie. I know I've watched at least part of it, but I'm not sure if I've ever finished it. I need to finish it if I haven't, because this is a really good film. Another Christopher Nolan. I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan. Obviously, he did my favorite trilogy of superhero movies with the Dark Knight trilogy. Then we have Independence Day, another really good film. Not just a classic, Will Smith. The second one's not very good, but the first one's very good. Then we have The Matrix digibook here. I've got the complete collection on DVD. I didn't have the first one on Blu-ray, and the first one is the only one I've seen, and I absolutely love the first one. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Had to have it on Blu-ray, as opposed to just DVD. Then we have Men in Black 3. Don't have the first two. I really bought the first one, or bought this third one, because it was a good deal. Haven't seen it yet. Speaking of movies I have not seen, we have The Mummy, The Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. This is the third of the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. Not from what I hear, this is not a good movie, but I'm gonna wait to watch it till I see the first two of that trilogy. I just saw the Tom Cruise Mummy movie in theaters a couple weeks ago, and it was so-so. It wasn't that good. But yeah, I hear the first two of the Brendan Fraser movies are decent. And right here we have Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Have not seen that one yet. I want to watch that trilogy. There's a new one coming out. Actually, I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or not, but the third one is coming out in a couple weeks now. Then we have Star Trek. I believe it was J.J. Abrams' 2008 film. It was the reboot of the new Star Trek franchise. That one's pretty good. I haven't seen the others. Then we have my small... Sorry, I'm going to move that out of the way. We have my small Star Wars collection here. We have Rogue One and The Force Awakens. These are the only two Star Wars films I have in my collection, period. Not just on Blu-ray. I really want to get the others, but I'm just getting into Star Wars. I know. It's been quite a while. I've had 21 years to get into Star Wars, and I finally did. But it didn't appeal to me until a couple years ago. And then just last year I watched Force Awakens last year. Watched Rogue One in theaters, and it was really good. So I'm finally getting into Star Wars. But the DVDs and Blu-rays are so expensive. So I don't know when I'll be getting some more of them. But we've got these two, which is nice. Get me started. I'm actually going to set these over here so it's easier to get stuff out. Then we have this 2-film collection for the first 2 Transformers movies. They come in the 2 separate Blu-rays there. The Transformers movies are absolute garbage. Most of them. The first one is actually really good. I know Michael Bay is kind of trash, but if you've not seen these movies, watch the first one. Because the first one's actually good. The second one's not good. The third one's not good. And then the fourth and fifth one are not good. But the first one's actually kind of a solid movie. That and Shia LaBeouf is kind of a dick. I can't support Shia LaBeouf anymore, really. He's kind of... yeah, he's kind of a dick. I can't really describe his personality any better. Okay. And now we have what I just consider like general dramas. So we start out with the Da Vinci Code. Watched this year or last year or something like that. Really good, entertaining movie. Exciting. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, but I really liked it. Thought it was a lot of fun. And I did just pick up the sequel to this this week, so that will be in a separate video. Then we have The Great Gatsby with DiCaprio. Haven't seen it. Actually, I watched the first 30 minutes of this in an English class once, but haven't seen the rest of it. It looked interesting. I don't know, I just picked it up. I want to check it out eventually. We have Her. This is an amazing movie. I love this film. It's kind of funny, but not overly funny. It's more of a drama. That's why I put it in the dramas. This guy, played by Joaquin Phoenix, falls in love with a operating system. Basically falls in love with his computer, who's voiced by Scarlett Johansson. I mean, who couldn't fall in love with Scarlett Johansson's voice? But yeah, just a really interesting story. It's really, I don't know, it's just really good. I don't know how to describe it, but it's very, it had me emotional, watching this movie. It was really, really good. And a really original story. I've never seen anything like this before. So, great movie. Then we have The Hurricane, which I have not seen yet. That's a boxing movie. Les Miserables. I haven't seen that one yet either. I know there's a lot I haven't seen in my collection, but I like history, and this is kind of like a play based on history, a musical based on history, and turned into a movie, so I want to see it for sure. Speaking of history, we have Lincoln. Still haven't seen this one yet either. Need to. Lincoln's one of my favorite presidents of all time. This is another great movie that maybe a lot of people haven't seen. Money Monster. Actually went to see this in theaters, and because I thought the trailers looked good, and it was good. Very, very good. It's actually not that long of a movie, but it is action-packed, absolutely dramatic. Really, really good, like, conspiracy movie, you know, where they, this guy comes up with I don't want to give too much away, but, anyway, they uncover some truth, we'll just say. Really good movie, definitely check that one out. And then the last two here of the drama, we have Selma, another really good movie based on history, and then we have The Shawshank Redemption Digibook, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie is about as close as you can get to perfect, in my opinion. Amazing film. Definitely watch that. Takes a lot out of you to watch it, but watch it. And then the last Blu-ray here, this is kind of my one and only horror Blu-ray, we have Psycho. Classic film. Alright,